See, first and foremost, I think the team which has been selected is a very good and a very formidable side. And secondly, we have to remember there are so many players who are talented and good enough to play for India. If required, we can put up another side in T20s which can compete at the world level. So unfortunately, people have to realize that somebody will miss out, and selection is more of an elimination process, right, in India. So, whoever is missed out, it's unfortunate, but they'll have to keep scoring runs or keep taking wickets, and I'm sure they'll have to wait for their turn. So I think Ajit and his team has done a very good job for Indian team as a selectors. Under their tenure, we won two ICC trophies. People can't forget that. Plus, when we went to England on the recently concluded tour, we had a very young side, and they also did well. Right. So there have been some surprise selection, but eventually, whatever the selection they have done, had really served Indian cricket well so far. Coming to your point of Shreyas Iyer, I think if we look at the previous World Cup, he was not part of the squad then. If you remember the 2024 World Cup, which is last year only, right? He was not there. So I feel that selectors will give him his opportunity, but he'll have to wait. He's had a fantastic IPL for last couple of years, but unfortunately, whoever is criticizing, they need to come up with a logic in whose place he's going to be included in this side. If you look at the side that we have, Tilak has got runs in South Africa. Surya has done well. They'll bat three or four. Hardik, Shivam Dubey, followed by a wicket keeper. It'll be Jitesh probably. Then Akshar Patel. So where is the slot? They have to sometimes wait. It is very easy to criticize, oh, why is he not there, but there's immediately the next question is in whose place. So unfortunately at this point in time he'll have to wait, and he'll have to keep doing what he has been doing really well. He's improved his game by leaps and bounds, and there was a talk about him against a little heavy ball or a short ball, but look how he played against England. Even in Champions Trophy, he played crucial knocks. So he's an extremely talented boy. He's a fit boy, and he'll just have to wait it out. See, it is a little tough at times, because you have so much of talent at your disposal, and there are certain calls you'll have to take which may sound a little harsh, right? But as a player, I do understand the emotions of the players who are not selected, and I think if the player concerned are communicated, and they'll also understand. I think eventually what happens, you will have to wait for your time and grab the opportunity whenever it comes your way. It is very important because they both coexist in a way, and they serve the bigger cause of the well-being of the Indian team. So by and large, I have always felt that if the team management, the captain, and the selectors are aligned, there will be difference of opinions from time to time. But that's bound to happen. But overall, if they are aligned, then it works very well. It makes the job easier for selectors, for captains, team management. In an ideal world, that should be the way forward. See, by and large, if you look at Indian cricket, I think 90% of the boys, select themselves. It's only about those 10% couple of players where there is a little bit of a debate and contemplation who to pick and who not to, and that is again based on the requirements of the team. And if we are playing in Australia, there could be an additional fast bowler going. If we are playing on Asian pitches, then there could be an additional spinner traveling with the squad. So those are the small aspects of selection which needs to be addressed. The workload management was nothing to do with selectors much because it was purely about particular bowlers, fast bowlers predominantly, and there is a team of physios who are monitoring their progress. So they would update us from time to time whether he is eligible for selection. A particular player could be having some niggle, or maybe he's bowled too many overs and he needs rest. It is more about prevention of injury. I know there has been a lot of criticism about workload management, but before you say something, I think it needs to be spoken at length. At some point in time, I'm sure the physios, or if allowed, they will express their mind, and why this workload comes into play. The players normally wouldn't say that I won't play, or he's physically to. I mean, he's had a very consuming test series, so he wants to take a break. It's normally the protocol is the team management along with the physios and the trainers, they take a call on that. So we merely select on the basis whoever is available. I mean, there will be challenges at times. I mean, it's never going to be an easy. And first of all, as I said before, it's not about selection; it's about elimination at times. Right? You have to see the longevity, whether if you are playing a World Cup 3 years or 4 years hence, whether that player is going to be part of the squad. Right. In the meanwhile, you want to groom another player who is going to be available to play in that World Cup. So those are the small nuances which we have to keep in mind when we are selecting or a particular player, and we are thinking of letting go of somebody who's senior. It's a tough call, but that's what we are here for. Yeah, criticism is part of the job because see, in India, it's a very big country. A lot of players, whoever is scoring runs in domestic cricket, thinks that he is good enough to play for India, right? Which we all understand as players. We have also gone through a similar phase. When you are selecting an Indian cricket team, you have to keep in mind that it's the Indian team, right? We are not there to cater to anybody's emotions. We are there to cater to the requirements of Indian cricket. Right. So whenever a particular player, it could be from a particular state, is not selected, or the player himself is not happy with the selection, obviously there is going to be an outpour of emotions, either through media or social media these days, and there will be criticism. Right. So it's part and parcel of the game, and eventually, I feel all the selectors, whoever has been part of the selection committee, I can tell you about myself also that we just focused on about 4 or 5 guys who gave us uh, proper inputs, whether we are on the right track or not. And that's what mattered. Their opinion mattered. Very few. So my circle was very small, who I would discuss with at times. How was the selection? We can ask as well. But overall, there will be different opinions, and it's part of the game. Normally, it doesn't get to that situation unless if captain is asking for one particular player. But if you look at if all the 14, the selectors and the captain are aligned, and if captain has that gut feeling and he wants to go ahead and give one particular player, then it's there's nothing wrong in giving into what he's asking for. It's not about the stature of a particular player or the stature of the selectors. It's about always about Indian cricket. Tell you very honestly, there wasn't any need for this because we did badly. But yeah, whenever players are available, they should be playing domestic cricket. But I'm not saying, say, India has played a five-test match series in England. Then they have been pretty tired because it was a very absorbing test. So then in that case, people who have not been in the playing 11, they definitely need to play. People who are not informed, they can definitely take recourse from domestic cricket. But people who have been performing, say for instance, Shubman Gill, Rishabh Pant, they have scored runs, so many runs. But if you ask them to again play domestic cricket, and then you have to again play T20, you need to just pace it out and understand whether what is the need of the hour. Right. There has been in the past where the likes of Sachin, Dravid, Ganguly, everybody played domestic cricket. Right. We've seen Sachin playing the finals, and every time he would step on the field, he would get 100. So that's the kind of commitment that he's shown. And not only him, even Rahul, same goes for Rahul, Ganguly, VVS. All of them have been very committed cricketers. It's very important for these spinners to play a lot of domestic cricket, predominantly Ranji Trophy cricket, I would say. Right, with the advent of white ball cricket, so much white ball cricket is being played. That art of spinning a batsman out is lost in the process. So most of the spinners that we were watching, even as selectors when we were there, most of the spinners were bowling really quick through the air. So that art is on the wane, right? So it depends on the player how they are willing to adapt to different formats. Right. Batsmen to a great extent have adapted, which we saw in the last Tendulkar Anderson Trophy. Right. Immediately after IPL was over, people had said that most of the youngsters will find it difficult in the moving conditions of England. But look how the boys batted. They got 12 hundreds, right, in 5 Test matches, which is a lot. So the batsmen have adopted. I think what the spinners need to also do is the same. A lot of number of overs in Ranji Trophy, and they are exposed to white ball and red ball both. So adaptability is going to be the key. As far as Virat is concerned, he has been a fabulous player. He's a legend and supremely fit. So I'm sure he would want to end on a high. Only answer he can only give how long he wants to continue, because now he's only playing one format of international cricket, which is the one dayers. And in the moment you're not playing the other formats, the game, as you age, tends to go away from you. So I think he'll have to figure out a way. Yeah, he has the world of experience on how to play, tackle different situations. He's a role model when it comes to fitness, batting, and having him around in the dressing room will mean a lot. But the entire how much fire he has, to continue till the next World Cup boils down to him.